Hello everyone, welcome back to my GH Spoiler channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Brook Lynn drops pregnancy news and everything changes for everyone. Hold on to your seats, General Hospital fans, because Brook Lynn Quartermaine Chase is about to set Port Charles on fire, and nobody is ready for what's coming next. It was supposed to be a fairy tale. Harrison Chase and Brook Lynn finally married, finally settled, finally building the life they always dreamed of. But Port Charles doesn't do fairy tales. It does bombshells. And the one Brook Lynn is sitting on right now is enough to level every relationship, every alliance, and every secret she has fought so desperately hard to protect. Brook Lynn is pregnant, and the moment she says those two little words out loud to the people who matter most, nothing, absolutely nothing will ever be the same. The announcement that shook everything. For months, fans have watched Brook Lynn flinch every single time someone mentioned her first pregnancy, every time Chase gushed about starting a family, every time Lois Cerullo got that faraway look in her eyes, every time the word grandchild floated through a Quartermaine dinner conversation. The cameras caught it, that flicker of guilt, that split second of something buried trying to claw its way back to the surface. Now, with a new baby on the way, the timing couldn't be more explosive. Because Brook Lynn isn't just carrying a child, she's carrying the weight of a secret that has the power to destroy her marriage, devastate her husband, and tear apart two of Port Charles's most interconnected families. The secret, of course, is Gio. Giovanni Gio Palmieri, the young man who has been hovering at the edges of Brook Lynn's life, is her son. Her firstborn, conceived during a summer camp fling with none other than Dante Falconeri, delivered after 12 grueling hours of labor, and then handed away while a teenage Brook Lynn was told to move on. Lois, her ever-fierce mother, helped bury it, and Brook Lynn locked the truth so deep inside herself that she barely let herself remember it. But now there's a new baby coming, and you simply cannot build a new future when the foundation of your past is still cracked and crumbling underneath your feet. Chase is blindsided, and this time he won't just move on. Harrison Chase has already forgiven Brook Lynn for things that would have broken lesser men. He stood by her through manipulations, through schemes, through the kind of Quartermaine-grade chaos that would send most people running for the hills. He loves her. He chose her. He wanted a family with her. But Chase thinking this is Brook Lynn's first pregnancy, that changes everything. As actress Amanda Setton herself noted, the storyline touches so many people, so many characters on the canvas. Brook Lynn and Chase, Brook Lynn's mom, Ned, Tracy, Olivia, Sonny, obviously Dante, Lulu, Dante and Lulu's kid. It just has such a far reach. Soap Opera Digest. When Chase discovers that the woman he married kept a decades-old pregnancy and a living, breathing son hidden from him while they were actively trying to conceive together, his world will implode. This isn't a small omission. This is the kind of lie that makes a person question everything they thought they knew. Every tender conversation about babies, every reassurance she gave him, every I love you seen through a brand new, devastating lens. Will Chase be able to forgive her this time? Or has Brook Lynn finally pushed too far past the point of no return? Dante's world gets turned upside down. And then there's Dante. Dante Falconeri, Chase's own partner at the PCPD, the man Brook Lynn sees at family dinners, the man she has stood next to, smiled at, and made small talk with, all while knowing he fathered a child she gave up for adoption, all while watching him be a father to Rocco, all while smiling and keeping her secret locked behind her eyes. Brook Lynn has no plans to let Dante in on her big secret, that they share a child. Soap Opera Digest. But plans in Port Charles have a funny way of falling apart. When Dante finds out the truth, and he will find out, the fallout will be catastrophic. He'll have to reckon not just with a son he never knew existed, but with the realization that the young man he may have already crossed paths with, already liked, already connected with in some instinctive way, shares his blood. He'll have to face Olivia. He'll have to face Rocco. He'll have to look his partner, Chase, in the eye and figure out how two men who love the same woman in very different ways are supposed to survive this. And now, with a new baby in the picture, the web gets even more tangled. Brook Lynn's new pregnancy will force everyone to finally confront the old one. Lois is running out of runway. Lois Cerullo has been carrying this secret for years. She has perfected the art of the poker face, but viewers have watched the cracks spreading every time someone says first grandchild near her. Every reassurance, every false smile, every moment she's had to pretend she doesn't know that her daughter's firstborn son may be standing right in the same room. Brook Lynn's new pregnancy puts Lois in an impossible position because there are only so many baby showers and milestone moments you can watch unfold before the guilt becomes unbearable. Lois didn't protect her daughter by keeping this secret. She just delayed the explosion, and now that explosion is imminent. The Quartermain machine kicks into high gear. You didn't think Tracy Quartermain was going to sit this one out, did you? A new Quartermain heir on the way is never just a personal matter in that family. It's a strategic event. Tracy will have opinions, Tracy will have schemes, and Tracy, who has always kept a sharp eye on Brook Lynn with a complicated mix of exasperation and grudging respect, will see this pregnancy as yet another chess piece on a board she intends to control. Brook Lynn's pregnancy has become political, a weapon in a battle between titans of Port Charles, and caught between them is a vulnerable woman trying to protect the life growing inside her. Daily spoilers. The Quartermain name carries weight in this town, and that weight never comes without strings attached. A new baby, an old secret, and a town that's about to crack. What makes this storyline so wickedly compelling is that Brook Lynn's new pregnancy isn't just good news wrapped in a bow. It's a detonator. Every joyful moment, the first ultrasound, the nursery being painted, the baby shower with Maxie, will be shadowed by the knowledge that the truth is coming. It always comes. This is General Hospital, after all. Brook Lynn Quartermain has spent years running from the person she used to be, the girl who made a terrifying choice alone, who gave a piece of herself away, and who tried to outrun the grief of it by becoming someone newer, brighter, louder, and she almost made it. She got the career, the friends, the love story, the ring, but you can't outrun yourself forever. The new baby represents everything Brook Lynn wants her future to look like. But Geo represents everything her past actually was. And when those two worlds finally collide, in the middle of the Quartermain living room, or at the PCPD, or in the middle of Chase and Dante standing across from each other, realizing what has been hidden from both of them, Port Charles will never be the same. Brook Lynn dropped the pregnancy news, and now everything changes. Are you ready? Because General Hospital certainly isn't pulling any punches this time.